My favorite was Call of Duty, I think, Big Red 1, I believe it's called.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I played. That's the one that I remember that you need to get net packs. Hey.
Man, I want to play the old CODs because I have like almost all of them.
No, but look, this is so hilarious because like they actually respectfully pull it. Because for now I see the Nazi flag, but like when you look at the soldiers, they don't have it.
Of course.
So you talking about Call of
Soldiers,
Duty World War II?
I don't think the German I don't think. Well, most German soldiers weren't Nazis, so they were just wearing regular gray uniforms.
Yeah.
Nazi is a party. That's what it is. It's a party. It's a political party.
Doing the Nazi party.
Wait, hold on. Do you both live in America?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
yes, we're idiots.
I believe in Germany they didn't change this, but in World War II, the game in America and most other countries, they didn't put the swastika in the game because they wanted to sell it to other countries.
Well, they put it. I heard they put it back, but Germany is like it's switched around to like that cross symbol instead of the Nazi symbol.
Yeah, they don't want to put the Nazi symbol because for them it's like.
I don't understand why it doesn't need to be censored if Wolfenstein has the Nazi symbol all over the place.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Wolfenstein doesn't get bitched about.
Like Wolfenstein has everything Nazi, the KKK, the fucking Germans.
Well, hold up there. I can say one thing about the KKK, and is that they're not Nazis. I can say that for them at least.
Well, they're rednecks.
Well, yeah, they're rednecks, but they're not Nazis.
The reason why they hate black people is because there was a story in the Bible talking about there was these creatures called the beasts of the land. And they wore clothes, and they looked a little bit like people, but they was just savages. That the KKK believed that was talking about black people.
Talking about the niggers.
Oh my god!
I know they don't read, does it?
Yeah, I don't understand. Why would you? I just don't understand seeing. I can't look at a person and say I own you. I can't say that. I believe everyone should be free. Basically.
Oh my god, I remember my friend got this random meme where there was a black kid holding a toy, and then I think it was his parents or something, and he said, "You can't buy those anymore."
Oh no, bro.
I was like, what the fuck, these is racist as fuck. I'm sorry son, but we can't buy those anymore. I'm like, what the fuck?
For some reason, oh my god!
Objective Echo.
I spawned in an AC-130 crazy on BF4, and when I spawned in the AC-130, it blew up and I died.
Kamikaze, motherfucker.
No, I just got shot down, I think, by one of the jets.
I just want to finish the campaign because it feels really good.
It just says killed in action.
The funny part is they finally put an animation when you use them.
Hey, crazy.
What?
One of the coolest things I ever did was get on the AC-130, grab my repair tool, and just hit it and it blew up, and I got like a multi-kill with it.
Remember last time we were trying to work together to fucking take out one jet, and nobody wanted to get on the tank.
Someone already did that before me. It was someone on PC already did that. That was back then when the AC-130 Battlefield 3 was like when AC-130 wasn't overpowered, unlike Battlefield 4.
Well, it was like completely nerfed.
I mean, yeah, it was kind of nerfed. It was overpowered in the beginning of the game, but then it got nerfed. The AC-130 didn't come around until like one of the DLCs. That's when they brought it to Battlefield 3. But the AC-130 was pretty overpowered.
They could nerf anything, so yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty overpowered until it got nerfed, but when Battlefield 4 came out, when it got overpowered, EA basically said F you because basically the AC-130 is a special ability for the commander, so it should be overpowered. It's a special weapon, special unit in the game.
Yeah, that is true, but like, and some people actually still hate it.
Hardly nobody plays commander anymore. I'm literally like, I feel like 1% play as commander. Well, somebody else is playing this commander right now.
What I love about World War II now is that they made a war mode that's like operations from World War II.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting.
No, the funny part is,
I got a question.
yesterday,
Do you there's this mission where there's this game mode in Call of World War II where you gotta protect the Sherman tank or something. Is that tank drivable?
it's a
Well,
joke.
whenever you have to escort the tank in that game mode, you have the option to get in the turret on the top of the tank.
Yeah, I saw that in the trailer. I just wonder if it's drivable. Like,
No, it's not drivable.
You have to stay very close to it, and then it'll start moving forward. But if no one's around it, and the enemy's around it, it's going to move backwards.
I'm pretty sure COD would never.
well, that kind of
accept
makes
you can
sense.
drive
That
anything.
tank wouldn't want to be by itself, so.
Well,
that
it's
is
doing
true,
that
but-
because you have to get to the enemy lines, and you have to escort it there, or its the enemies
No,
will
that
make it
actually.
retreat.
Wait, so it's basically like that one game mode from Black Ops 3 where you gotta escort the robot.
But a little bit. But it's not the whole thing. There's other objectives. Like there's around 3 to 4 in the match. So if you lose that one, there's going to be another one
So
after that.
is it like Operations from Battlefield 1?
Yeah, it's like operations. It's a little bit like it's just a little bit like there weren't really that many objectives.
Like some of them start like, okay, you need to defend the flag, alright? And after that, you need to go build this bridge so you can get to the other
My
side.
favorite
And then
one
after
out
that,
of all those two is just Operation Neptune. Legit, me and him were the only ones that played it because one of his friends just left because he didn't want to do war anymore. He really jumped.
oh yeah, that was yesterday.
He did quit, and then we all played the whole entire match. And then when it was our turn to be the American side, we were actually on the boat.
Yeah. You actually come in a boat just like you would in the Battle of
Like
Normandy.
you actually had to breach the sand to get in there. To get
And it ain't easy either.
How many players on a server?
A lot.
Yeah, a lot.
Like how many? Like, so like 50 versus 50, or it's gonna be like a 100-man server.
Oh no, the game will crash if it's like 50-50.
Yeah,
If you do normal team death, it's just 6 versus 6. I don't know
I don't know how the
many
game would
people
crash if Planet Side 2
I think it's around 10 to 15
Yeah,
people.
because Planet Side 2 is like a big ass map.
Uh-huh.
I
It's like a
love.
free
I
roam
don't
map
care.
instead
I don't
of
care what
war.
no motherfucker say. Planet Side 2 is one of my favorite games. One of my favorite
When
free
did I?
games.
First of all, when did I want to say those?
Oh no, I'm talking about somebody, some other people.
Oh, yesterday in multiplayer, I prestiged my class.
Somebody said to not play private matches.
I
in
heard there's
November
like
before.
multiple classes with their own perks and weapons in this game.
What it is they got you can at the beginning you can pick one. When you level up, you'll have more classes, and each class has what's called a division, so they get their own special perks and they look different from the other divisions. Mine is the Expeteer, I think. And whenever you prestige your division, then you get a special weapon that was designed for that division. Like since I prestige mine, I get a sawed-off double-barrel shotgun. It's really cool. And you know what's funny? Since it's sawed off, the bullets should scatter more in real life. But actually, it has a tighter shot than the normal double-barrel shotgun. Because there's both in the game, but you can't get the sawed off till you prestige it.
Who wouldn't like a
You can
sawed-off shotgun?
prestige your
Don't
division
Don't you
around
prestige
level.
your guns?
Yeah, you can do that too. They're both two separate things.
I saw a red dot sight in there, I think. I was like, oh, this is gonna be stupid.
Nah, it's a little bit like a red dot, but it's how it looked back then.
Someone gave me a wiki form of that is an actual real site that was used.
Yeah, it is.
If what is love? Baby, don't hurt me.
Don't harm me. Don't harm me. I'm sorry.
Just tell it to fuck off and just leave.
Oh, that's happened to me before.
Oh, I got
Yeah,
a,
you know
I
what?
got a message.
Hold on, let me tell you what that is. Alright, so they make these... Okay.
Enemy machine gunners operating.
Bro, I swear that...
Me and this bot had a full-on conversation. Like I asked how was its day and stuff, and after that, after a
Well,
little
most
bit, I
of
told her
it
to fuck
is
off.
just actual people, and we're just doing what bots do. What it is. Sorry if I sound a little bit depressed today. My friend Najik, he set me up with this girl, and I thought we was actually going to hit it off. I finally found one that likes me, and then it turns out she didn't really like me.
You know what
at
I do
all.
about that?
In fact, she hated
You
me.
know what I do with
What?
stuff like that? I watch movies to keep myself happy.
Yeah, but what's crazy as hell is she was Najik's girlfriend's best friend, and she actually broke up with him once he found out that I broke up with her, and Najik shut her phone down because he does a little bit of hacking. He's not very good, but he can do stuff like that. And also, I did the best thing ever to get back at someone for that. Basically, we was messaging each other on Instagram, and I asked for her picture, and I wanted a selfie. But she don't send me a selfie. She sends me almost a semi-nude pic. And then I say, okay, the jig is up. Najik told me. And then she said, you little faggot, I didn't want to date you anyways. And I said, I'm going to link your nudes. And then Najik hacked her phone and froze it. And then it's on my Instagram. And I said, look at this lying hole. If you want to, go look at it. It'll make me feel better because it's just embarrassing her.
I love embarrassing hoes.
Well, go look at it. She's actually pretty.
I'd like to show hoes this video called Be Gone.
Away from there. Come back here. Let's go.
Right.
There's like that. There's another one where it's like over bass or something, bass, and he's like, "Be gone." And it's just like autistic squeaking going on.
For real though, if you guys want to go look at it, I'll tell you my Instagram.
I'm not really big on Instagram, but I hardly get on it.
We now control objective Delta.
Well, it's just you just have to look up my profile name and.
I do have an Instagram profile though, just for getting hoes. That's about it.
For real though, that messed me up because we was hit it. I thought we actually had hit it all, and then she just like.
This is a home run. Bolts up, go to the hoe.
It messed me up on the inside though, for real.
What the fuck is going on in the background? Sounds like someone's getting beaten up.
I'm playing.
Bruh, everyone at school is like commenting on the photo. They're like, "Who dat? Who dat?" And I said that was my cheating ex. And what's funny is I sent my friend Andrew a message and I told him what had happened, and then I told him, I said I put the picture on there to get back at her. He said, "Hell yeah." Oh man.
I don't know. I think I'm antisocial because I never go for drama like that.
Well, for real though, she did deserve it. For real, she just straight up called me faggot. She don't even deny it or anything. She hates me. Cause like she had told Nate, cause I was a little bit self-conscious about the relationship, cause I just got out of a nasty one right before Najik hooked me up with her, and I told Najik whenever he talks to her to ask her if she thinks it's gonna work, and she said, "Yeah, I like dating him." And then Najit gets a phone call from one of his friends and she was saying, "No, I don't really like him. He's a faggot." That pissed me off so bad.
Oh,
These hoes ain't loyal.
And she would barely ever message me. I would send like tons of it because I wanted to get to know her, and she'd send me about like 3 sentences a day and she wouldn't talk to me.
Chris Brown said it best. These hoes ain't loyal.
No, they ain't.
oh, they know your bullshit.
Yeah, to your money.
If you pay for it, they're loyal.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's
they
a reason
just
why
play the
so many.
game.
There's a reason why so many men hire hookers nowadays.
Because they be loyal.
They be
For real though,
loyal.
I can't decide which was worse, the one that I just got out of or the one before that one. I went out with her 3 days, and every single day she would yell at me, she'd call me a bitch, and said I was cheating. And then the day I was going to break up with her, as soon as I come into school, I see her making out with another guy.
You're playing GTA 5?
Yeah, GTA 5 is extremely fun. I like it too.
I finally played it for my first time, and that was last weekend.
Multiplayer online is funner than it used to be, but it's still not as fun as story mode.
I played GTA 5 for my first time last weekend, and it was on a PS3. It was on a PS3, and I actually liked it. It wasn't that bad. I don't really care for multiplayer because it's cancer.
Supply drop executed.
It's not cancer anymore because most of the player base that just played it to kill everybody, they're gone now.
They moved on.
Like for once and for the first time in like 5 years, you can actually drive up to another player and offer them a ride without them gunning you down. Right
Hey,
there on the spot.
I remember my friend who got at GTA 5 for the first time on his PS3 when it first came out. My friend gave someone a ride and they didn't shoot him or nothing. And then after a couple months later, when more people started getting the game, like little kids and shit, he tried helping people out and they just shoot him up.
Right.
And it's mostly little kids, I guess, because little kids don't know how to be nice.
Or they get the wrong idea anyways.
I'm just pissed
And
off
besides,
that
I'm excited for Red Dead Redemption 2
Oh,
because
yes, same.
I was good for the first one. So,
I want them to make another Undead Nightmare Red Dead Redemption.
Echo has now been neutralized.
I wasn't too hot about Undead Nightmare, mostly because at that time I didn't really like zombie games, but I'm
Most
sure
of the
it
only
was
zombies
fun.
I actually did like back when I was younger was Dead Island, Left 4 Dead, and Call of Duty Zombies.
Operating east of your location.
What? As you can see, a wild Fluffy is going to D.
Hey, listen, you guys seem really nice, which is why I'm telling you this. Alright, so my sister, she's been really pissed off lately because people are making fun of her, and she has autism, so she freaks out about stuff like that. And she's threatening to sell a PlayStation, and if she sells a PlayStation, I'll start losing my shit if I don't get to talk to her. So later she's gonna get on, and I want you guys to talk to both of us to show her that all people isn't just mean.
Yeah, that's fine. To be honest, if I was near an autistic person, I'd be nice to them. But I do play around with the autistic stuff. Like, either way, I don't disrespect people that have autism.
But you don't. It's hard to explain. She has autism, but it's not natural autism. She has autism because whenever she was little, of course her dad's dead now, but he used to beat her into put her in the hospital, and then one time he legally killed her.
I'd kick his ass.
And it messed up some of her brain where she has a little bit of autism.
She can speak properly then?
Yeah, of course. She just whenever she talks, you should give her the attention because if you don't, that's gonna make her mad and freak her out. Is what I'm saying. It's like that.
Oh my god. How many players are playing Battlefield 4?
It will take a little bit to explain because it's a long story. Do you want me to tell you guys the reason why I really love my sister and the reason why I need to talk to her and I'm gonna lose my shit? Yeah, I
love
know,
my
but
cousin,
she isn't
because I don't have
blood.
any siblings.
We claim each other, but she isn't my blood sister, even though I treat her like one. And she did something for me that literally saved my life.
I see like 2 fucking snipers looking at me.
And it ain't just me going too far. She tells people in public that I'm her brother and they do this and I claim her as one. My sister.
I never had any autistic or family members, but if I did, I'd still treat them the same way. I don't treat anybody different.
Spotted an enemy sniper.
I thought you were gonna say your brother.
I'm sorry for laughing. This is just a very interesting name to me. I'm in the middle of a match right now, but I will in a little bit.
It sounds like a royal name for some reason. That sounds like a royal name for some reason.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I guess Flaming's Canadian.
Just taking objective, Delta.
He's one of those native Canadians, I guess you could say.
Native Canadians, bro, for real.
Friendly gunship orbiting the area.
Holy fuck! There's like a clusterfuck of like 8 guys at one tower.
If it wasn't for my sister, then I would have probably died of suicide. I'm not joking when I say this.
Oh man, let me tell you, it's hard committing suicide. That's correct.
Because it's not because I'm depressed of the suicide. So a long time ago, when I was about 3 or 4 years old, I got up in the middle of the night to make a sandwich. Alright, that's normal. But when I pulled out a knife to cut the crust off, I had the feeling. Have you ever been so scared where your whole body heats up and you can't move?
I had a feeling I had thoughts of cutting myself, but I've never done it.
Yeah, but for real though, this is what had happened. I froze in what was fear, and I got really heated up, like if you froze in fear and you can't move. And I couldn't scream, and my arm with a knife went to my other arm, fixing to cut my wrist. And ever since then, some things will trigger flashbacks, or sometimes it just gets to me over time. And one day it will be the death of me when I can't fight it no more. And if it wasn't for my sister last week, Monday, I probably would have done it. Because I went too far over the deep end. If I don't get myself together, then I'm going to go off the deep end.
How did he hit me?
Meanwhile, Crazy's not even listening. It's okay.
I just got him in the fucking car.
Be advised, friendly gunship
Yeah.
coming in for gun run.
Who names herself Polak?
I was a little kid, you fucking retard.
Yeah. Are you against the police?
For real though, my sister doesn't even live in the same state as me, and if she had came on the mic and told me her boyfriend or something like that had hit her or disrespected her, I would be happy to get in the car and go to my friend's house and borrow one of his guns and kill the little fucker. I swear. I could care less if I go to jail. That's my sister. At least treat her with respect, because she's had a lot of bad shit happen to her in her life.
This objective safe. Defend it.
The fuck?
Now, if you would just simply break up with her and not just blatantly disrespect her about breaking up with her, you just simply broke up with her, I wouldn't be mad at you. But if you just call her a whore, which is what triggers her and sets her off, then that's
How
a
does it
fight
set her
right
off? Does it
there.
make her angry, make her cry?
No, it makes her mad because one of her exes always called her a whore and everything, and it still does. And on Instagram, he had posted, "Don't thank Skylar," which is my sister, because she's a lying whore and she's cancer to your eyes. I literally had plans to drive to his house and kill him this week, but I didn't because I thought about it. How does that make me better than him?
Yeah, and also you gotta think about if you kill him, your sister would be really upset.
No, because he hates him. Because he won't leave her alone. He calls
Oh
her
no,
a whore
not I
all
meant
the
like
damn
not
time.
upset that you killed him, but upset that you could go to prison or something.
Alright.
I wish it was like
Gunship inbound.
sometimes you just think about like, man, I wish the purge was real for one day,
Yep.
so I can kill every motherfucker that did wrong with me.
Have eyes on hostile heavy armor just north of your location.
See, this has to...
What, Noah?
Again.
Your nephew?
Spotted enemy tank.
That's
Oh.
cool, bro.
I thought you said
How long have you had it?
I have an AK-47.
I've always wanted like a heavy wrist breaker for a large 44 Magnum. What?
The mooses.
Moses, syrup.
What the fuck is a lunger? Oh.
It's a gun. How much?
The fuck? The tank is not even taking
Why?
damage. What bullshit is this for? Oh.
Yeah, I know.
I wish we weren't such a bunch of crybabies in America.
Objective Echo has been lost.
I hate this mission. How did you... Oh my god, this game is such bullshit.
Defend this objective.
The hell?
Objective Charlie.
Frillo, if I do bring my sister in here when she gets on later, just please be nice to her. Alright? Alright, thank you. The only speech problem she has is sometimes she'll do this. Okay, so my day, and then she'll continue the sentence. Yeah, like she'll backtrack. What had happened is her dad went to jail, and this month, I believe, before we claimed each other, because we hadn't claimed each other long, but I love my sister very much anyways. Her dad was getting out of jail, and She don't know if he used to be in the gang or had to do anything with the gang, but the gang members that live in her house like her, and they told her if they need anything, just let them know. And the night that he was supposed to come by, I was trying to think of how could I help her get out of this, because he was probably going to kill her. And I told her to call the gang people, and she did, and then they was driving over there, and not long after they had pulled up, she grabbed her gun and went down to the basement because she didn't know if it was her dad or it was the people, and it was the people, but she stayed down there, and not even a minute after they had come in and start looking around the house for her, because she didn't tell them where she was going to go or anything. Her dad comes in and he was screaming, flipping out, say, "Where the fuck is my daughter?" And she didn't really hear the full thing because it was all muttered, the conversation, but she heard her dad say, "I'm going to kill her when I find her." And then so the gang members had tied him down to a chair, and then they told him they didn't know where she was, and then they went to go get her. And after she came up out of the basement with him, he just, as soon as he seen her, he started flipping out and almost got out of the handcuffs and the rope that they tied him to the chair with because he was freaking out so bad. And then she just couldn't look, so she said, I have to get away from him. And then they take racism to a high degree. Like if you just say, "Hey, I hate black people," they're probably going to kill you on the spot. And Candace believes that after she went back down to the basement, he had said something to him because they had told him if he ever comes back or even talks to Candace, then they're going to fucking find him and kill him. And then all of a sudden, she heard something come from her dad's mouth, but she couldn't make it out. And then as soon as he said that, one of the gangsters pulled out a gun and shot him in the head. Now, I don't want you to think, whoa, she just lost her dad because she hates him, and I do too, because there's no sense in beating your own child to the point where she needs to go to the hospital. Anyways. And then... Yeah, I know it is. I know it is. This is her life, though. She went to a lot of fuck up shit.
Man, stories like that can be turned into a movie.
Yeah, I know. Oh, bro, it would be a good movie. And besides, I want my sister to be famous anyways because she loves to sing. And I wish she would go into the singing business because I love her singing. I swear, if she went into the singing business, she could put Ariana Grande out of business, I swear. And then after...
You don't know who Ariana Grande is?
You don't wanna know.
I know who she is, but I don't listen to her. Bullshit.
And the gangsters went back down to the basement.
To me, she looks like a whore.
I know, and then the gangsters went down to the basement, and then she was a little bit concerned because she had like a weird facial expression. She's like, "What is that?" Because her dad's blood had run down to the basement a little bit, and then he said, "Don't worry about this." And then they just told her that what had happened and that he's dead now, so she don't have to worry about him breaking out of jail anymore, because he probably would break out of jail if he went back.
Okay, another question is, I got a question. After her father was shot in the head, he died instantly, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because sometimes I heard you can survive gunshots in the head.
Some people, it depends on how your brain is in certain areas, but if you get shot in the head, you can go feral and then your nerves will go off. And you'll just
how was he not, like, you know, like, when did the police get involved after?
They didn't. They didn't.
Okay, so...
There's only around 5 to 6 people who know about this.
I'm sorry.
I was on the mic on PlayStation with her whenever it happened, and I was trying to help her as much as I could. And eventually, the gang after he was shot, the gangsters was talking to him, and talking to her, not him, and told her that they was gonna clean up the blood and everything, which they did, and clean up the mess, and then they thought they was gonna bag his body up in a bunch of cloth and stuff, and they was gonna actually dump him down the Mississippi River. Whether they actually dumped him or they did something else with him, I don't know. That was
I don't
the
know.
last
If I was a guy that shot him, I don't know. Maybe I would cut him up in pieces, so it'd be hard for him to identify or something.
Right. But for real though, he served every bit of that.
Now that I said that, I think I just got targeted by the CIA.
No, they were that king here later.
Bruh.
Skippy. Y'all put some Call of Duty?
I'd like to have
I'm
a
playing it right now.
Can I join?
Of course. Do you guys know where the ball is?
Yeah, I know where it is. I can get it.
I'm really just holding the ball and throwing it against the wall and catching it while I'm telling you guys the story.
Okay, Crazy, you want to come join too?
Objective Bravo is neutralized.
Alright.
Flavor, calm down. You're like, I know you're right. That's all right. Okay. Anyway.
Heck, if my sister was weird, I wouldn't love her as much as I do right now.
Wait, the one that's playing around with that other guy?
Never works.
I still have your
I'm telling you
picture
right
saved
now.
from-
Hold on, I need to address this. Whoever said about my sister, I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna let that one slide. Next time it's gonna be a problem. I ain't joking either.
Cause weren't you talking about that yesterday? Cause someone was. You thought that some.
You just want to drop it? You want to jump the conversation?
What's
Okay.
so? I just don't see anything. What's so funny about all this?
Whenever you was talking, he said something about my sister, but I'm gonna let that slide. This
Flaming,
next
what
time
did
I'm
you
not-
say?
What did he say?
Objective Delta has been neutralized.
I just want to see him fucking go to the shower and drop the soap. I wish he would have done that.
Oh,
Spotted a sniper.
What?
Spot a hostile machine gun due east of your location.
Yeah, put on a fake mustache. There you go.
We have neutralized Objective Charlie. I spotted an enemy vehicle. Just taking Objective Charlie.
something wrong with you fucking ass.
You freaking son of a bitch!
Oh, let me just bend over and pick it up.
Oh, I dropped my soup. Oh.
I don't remember when she said how old she was whenever it happened, but one day, her and her mom was in the backyard, and her dad had come home, and he went kind of feral. I guess he was drugged or something, but he had actually grabbed her and pulled her into the backyard and was really choking her out, and she got so close to passing out, and then her mom came up behind him with a pipe and hit him in the back of the head. That did not faze him at all. And then he stopped and he turned around and he started punching her mom.
Dear God, I would have beat his
fucking... You can't, man. You can try, but you're not going to. Sis does not know what was wrong with him, but no matter how much he feels pain, he just keeps going when he's drunk or something. And he has really bad knees, and then she had said something to him, and then after, instead of punching her mom, he had turned around and was going to choke her again, and then her mom grabbed her knees and hit him almost 15 times in his knees, and he did not fall down.
Sniper located east of your position.
And I don't get what was wrong with him. He does a lot of drugs, which is probably what it was. He does cocaine, marijuana, anything and everything
Did you
in
say something to
between.
her dad was probably in a gang?
Most likely, he used to be, or he had done something with him. That's the reason why they probably pulled with my sister. But I don't know.
Objective Delta taken.
Don't think if all gang members are bad. Of course, some of them, they just like to go around and shoot people. But like the ones near Candace's house, they're family. Alright. Alright.
I mean, just remember Fast
But
and
like
Furious.
this is the
Oh my
of course
God!
the gang members that live there at her house, of course they do that stuff because you got to make money somehow, and this is just how they keep the lights on, and they treat it like those are the type of gang members that like they're basically just family trying to get on in this world, and if that's how they do it, they have to do it, and they do it.
Lost objective Delta.
Yeah, because why not? Because this world sucks anyway, so might as well.
Objective Echo is under our control.
What did you say you're doing?
But for though, when my sister does come in here, please be really nice to her because I want her to stay on PlayStation. Because if she don't, one day, whenever it gets a little bit bad to them, I want to end up doing it earlier than what I would. Because I told my sister, if I don't get to talk to you, then I'm going to lose it, and then I'm just going to have to do it sooner because there's nothing I can do about it.
Oh my god, headquarters is fucking broken.
I'm looking at you when he said that. Don't say anything.
Because I can count on one hand the number of people who know my problem, and she's pretty much the only person that can help us out of it. I don't know why. I just love my sister. That's the reason why I go to bed when she does, and so that way I can wake up when she does, in case something happens.
Did you know PlayStation is undergoing maintenance?
No, we're not going under maintenance.
You just told me PlayStation was going under maintenance.
When?
Right now, when I was trying to get on Call of Duty.
Oh, just ignore that. The game's been bugging out all day and a little bit yesterday, so just close off.
Well, it kind of makes sense that the game's bugging out. It just launched. So.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So just go ahead and ignore that.
There was
and
problems
then
for
close application.
there was problems for Battlefield 1, so that's
Yeah, hit me
normal.
with it.
We spotted a hostile jet.
Hit me with it. Who's ever saying my name, hit me with a question, because I'm one of those people who can talk to somebody else and listen to someone
Just send me an
else.
invite to your headquarters.
Spotted a hostile jet.
Yeah, it is kind of a little buggy because
What
I
is headquarters in this
I'm
game?
trying to get my payroll.
Is that a game
in
mode?
multiplayer, whenever you just run around in that big area, that's headquarters.
Yeah, it's basically like Destiny.
A little bit.
At the towers and all that. There's even
Oh, hey, I got the ball.
Oh, is there basketball simulator in this game?
No.
No, it's a football.
Hold on, I want to go to the party, and then I'm just going to hit play together, and you guys can move me that way, because I got too many friends on my list to be able to talk to you all like that.
Alright. I'm just playing with my ball right now.
I know you are.
To play together.
I hope you're talking about the ball that you find in the headquarters.
I hope you're talking about your ball.
Not my two balls.
I'm dirty-minded, so if I ever say anything like that, then just ignore me. And my sister's the same way.
I have eyes on it.
You're like, no, you don't want them to say it one time and it's just like, oh wait, what? PlayStation Network is undergoing names? What the fuck?
What kind of maintenance are we talking about here? Ooh.
I'm gonna play Wolfenstein and